So I just finished a sort of surprise visit to the Goodwill Outlet in Fort Worth. Probably a little too, there you go. I was on the way down to my mother's house to fix some plumbing, and I was like, well, it's only like 15 minutes off the freeway, so I decided to run over here real quick. And I usually guesstimate that it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get through everything decently. I tried to rush, but it was still like an hour and 10 minutes. I was trying to keep it under 45 minutes, but that never happens. What I picked up today was a lot of toys, a lot of stuff for the girls, but a couple of little interesting things, and I'll go through them and where to sell them and whatnot. So let's check that out. All right, so here we are from today's off-the-cuff visit to the bins, mostly toys. And a lot of Duplo pieces. So I'm just going to go over these real quick. So I get these anytime I run across these different, they actually have the name of the product on here. So this actually, well, I don't see Jeep on this one, but here we've got a Rubicon. But I get these for the kids, let them play outside, and they can be really rough with them. So I usually pick up one or two if I find them. This is actually something that had been sticking in here. I actually found it a little earlier, and I thought, well, I'm going to hold on to it in case I find the rest. This is part of what was the Masterpiece Thundercracker. I actually have, Starscream. I have the Thundercracker version of this. That's why I was able to recognize the piece, because this is a very expensive Transformer. And I thought I'd just hold on to the piece, and I forgot it at the end, so I wound up paying for that. But I'll hang on to it. I don't know. I mean, I might be able to actually sell that. Somebody looking for a replacement for it. Found, well, actually, this is, I'm mixing my things here because this is actually sitting in another box. This was from the Waco haul. This will be in another video, one of these little things. Picked up a Racco. I already have, as I discussed in the other videos, me and Chris actually will find games that are missing parts and then try to, piece them together. And so this one, since this is tape, this is the worst thing ever. When they put real tape on the outside, it just ruins the box. Anyway, this one will be used for parts, basically. Got a big Paw Patrol vehicle here. It's kind of surprising. Usually those don't last very long. Got a Grumpy Cat book. I'm going to hold on to that for a family member, maybe for next Christmas. And this is a game by Game Right called Over Under. I'm guessing it's all here. It appears to be. There's even sealed cards, so that one might just go to the kids sale unless it's doing something great on eBay. Here's another thing that's going to the kids sale. Electronic books. They're actually pretty neat. It says Write and Learn, so I don't know if I'm missing something, but it's Elite Pad. VTech toy. I just talked earlier that I collect the Rubik's Cubes. That'll go in a cell set. I love these things. I used to get these at the zoo all the time. I found this one, and it looks to be new, or at least unused. I love to terrorize the kids. I'm like, put your finger in there. Found a puzzle still in the package. I know Chris loves those things. We're going to just sell it like that. I found a busted open box of Risk, and all these were still closed except for the black and the blue. They were mixed around, but I think I got them all. I would just have to separate the two, but these are the figures. I didn't keep anything else. I just kept those because I'll sell those. Couple months back, I found the contents of Risk Godstorm and was able to sell just those little pieces. And that was a really good turnover. This, we've actually got a couple of these that we found, the actual purse, and this is the phone that goes inside there for the kids' sale. These are some miscellaneous things, things that just interest me. I think this is a Bukakin, whatever that is. I always try to find one of these people with the big feet. I think it's Imaginex, just for some reason. It's kind of like a challenge. Here's a little Lego Stormtrooper and Knuckles. My daughter likes the skateboard. She likes to use them for Barbies. There's a Ninja Turtle one. I don't know who that guy is from, but they'll throw them out outside in the sandbox. A little tiny Paw Patrol vehicle, Winnie the Pooh. I didn't realize this guy was missing a head until later. Oh well. And then there's these kind of miscellaneous guys. This might be no, I don't think it's a Bigfoot person. I don't know who it is. Looks like Gandalf, but I think they're just generic. Then there's this little bag of generic pieces. I really didn't know, but that looks like a Power Ranger in there. Yeah, that's a Power Ranger from the movie, a more recent movie. I picked up a cheap pair of sunglasses. I refuse to buy expensive sunglasses. I love to get cheap dollar store ones and then just keep them in the car because they break, I lose them, etc., etc. So that was for me. These are, I really felt like I hit the Duplo load this time because I get Duplos for my kids' channel to play with those, build the sets. And so I found these guys, and then I found all of these Duplos, and which is awesome because Duplo can be kind of expensive. And there was actually, I guess, Thomas the Tank Engine released very similar to Duplo. I guess they work together. Like this is actually from Thomas. This is not from Duplo. They look similar, but I stopped after I was digging up the Thomas ones because I was like, I just want to stick with Duplo. Some Paw Patrol vehicles, which are kind of hard to get, except the same ones that you get like 30 of. I think I probably got 3 of those. These Transformer guys, which I found some crossover figures for Transformers and Angry Birds that actually sell really well. These are not them, but I'm going to investigate these. Maybe they might be. Because it was like $25 for 2 figures that were even smaller than that. It was crazy. This right here is a collection of Disney from McDonald's, but these were really hot. So anytime we tried to get them ourselves for our family, and we couldn't because they sold out so quickly. There was something wrong with the card that came in. There was a QR code, and it took you to a porn site or something. So McDonald's immediately pulled the whole thing, and so that's where that went. So those went out real quick, but you can still find them because a bunch of people got them and then just chunked them in with all their other kids' toys. These 2 little guys are from Tonka. I actually have like an auction with like 4 of these guys in there. He's very common, the tow truck. But I saw this guy, so I thought I'd go ahead and get both of them since they go together. This right here are pattern blocks. These will go for the kids' sale. Cuisinaire is the name of the company, and it's kind of like a homeschooling type thing, so that's actually will do well. I found a bunch of Magnetile type things. I don't know if it's Magnetile brand, but we've got some that my daughter got, so I'm going to clean these up and give them to them to add to their collection. A Grimlock, which was fine because I actually found one of the missing claws as I was leaving, but then I realized that one of the arms is gone. Curses. He's really light, so it's not like a big deal. It's a big deal. It's just a really cheap toy. Here's another one of those cheap, like Walmart combat type vehicle things, but I put these outside for the kids to play with in the sandbox. I collect anytime I run across little people. These look like they're both little people from the nativity set, because I've run across a couple of nativity sets. And I just hang on to them. You can turn them over and look to get the info off of them, but if you flip them over, they have the hole on the bottom and they have a very distinctive look. Those are little people. And I think, if you put them together, they'll be actually worth a little more. These were part of the Thomas stuff. It's the Thomas wooden junk, but I'm not sure that these are actually Thomas, but I've got a set of tracks. I'm going to put those in with a set of tracks to sell at the kids' sale. I wanted to go back to this guy. He's from Little Einsteins, and apparently Little Einsteins is hot stuff. So I'm going to see what I can find on him online, but his eyes are kind of scratched, so I'm not really sure. Scratched or there's something on it. I'm not really sure. I have to just clean it up. These 2 little odds and end pieces are actually Calico Critters, and inside of the last piece, which I'll show you in a minute, I actually have one of the hedgehog characters. Calico Critter stuff is expensive, and we collect it, and so I'm going to hang on to those and throw them in. I never really use these. This is the car seat for the car, and then this is like a little table I've never seen before, like a side table. Then here I've got Badis Maru. He's the penguin from Hello Kitty. Chris collects Hello Kitty because he puts them all into one lot. And then here is kind of an interesting, this is Ram Man. This is from the Masters of the Universe reboot from the 2000X line. So I'm like, wow, that's cool. Because there was somebody who dumped a bunch of McDonald's stuff. So what I did was I dug out anything that was Disney. Because Disney, so. And then this robot guy, which I thought was kind of neat. I don't even know what he's from, but I'll have to investigate him a little more. And there's Goofy, or Goofy's son, I can't remember. And then there's a couple of dwarves. Cat truck, I've got a couple more of these. I'll put them together in another lot. And then these are for the kids, Cat in the Hat books. And then this Winnie the Pooh, and then a golden book. I usually will grab golden books unless it's in bad shape. I just like throwing them together. So that's everything here. The only other thing I wanted to show over here, this garage is really starting to fill up. I need to sell some stuff. These are the other things I found today. This is a teach my preschooler They have different sets. We have a set called Teach My Baby, and we're selling that. But this one, since we homeschool and we've got a preschooler, those are for the house. This is pretty cool. This is one of those water game from Tomy, and this is obviously semi-vintage because the label is from KB Toys. And it's just like not actually, it's just like sealed in plastic. It's kind of weird. I've got one that's got pieces that you know, it's the Water Wonderful or whatever, and it's actually a little more involved than that one, but I might sell it. And I kind of ran across this. This appears to be a John Deere type play set that I guess is motorized. I don't even see the motorized part in there, so it might not be. So I might just have to wind up throwing this in the kids' sale, but I think I'll try to put it together or just find a little more online. And then the last piece was the Sea Patroller. I was kind of iffy on this because this has always been a heavy toy. Like, so obviously at the bins, it costs more because it's heavy. But the kids love Paw Patrol stuff, and I got a ton of it. So I got to make sure that it works. The batteries are good. I don't know. We'll see. It's obviously missing some stuff, but not much. And then there's this, 77 Ways to Play Tenzi. Tenzi's a dice game. And I just found this really interesting because it's kind of a dice game that's not that super popular. So it was kind of weird to find this. I'm not sure that's even been used, but I think I'm going to keep that. And then here's the Calico Critter that I found. And then this generic dude who looks like he came from Maypie. I think he's one of the big Walmart sets of, you know, action toys or whatever. He's got this brown pants on, and he's got on that gray thing, and then you turn him over, and he's like, what are you wearing, a onesie? A leotard? What is that? What's going on there? Anyway, he's pretty neat. He'll go out in the sandbox with the Jeep stuff and the helicopter stuff, and the kids will enjoy that. So I found a lot of good stuff. I'm not sure that I found enough stuff that's going to sell to recoup the money on the stuff that we're keeping. But you never know. You might find, you know, there might be something that just strikes gold that you don't know about. Like, what if this guy, you know, is $40 or something stupid like that? You know, you don't know. So you gotta comp them. I will comp them and then let you know if anything interesting. I did find one thing that was like non-toy or whatever, and it's these floating Everlight. It appears to be some sort of candle type thing. It wasn't with some old vintage Christmas stuff. And I really don't understand it. I will have to look into it a little more. I mean, more along the lines of eBay in it, but it does seem very vintage. Very vintage type packaging anyway. 5 floats and 50 wicks. Anyway, that's it for today's Fort Worth Bins haul. And I will get some comps together, post some of this stuff, and then I'll let you know whenever we have our selling wrap up what has sold over the last month or so. Talk to you later.